stable elements on Earth and the backbone of the world's economy. The popular image of gold miners from the gold rush panning for gold in a mountain stream bears almost no resemblance to the way gold is mined today. According to the Toronto Star on March 22, 2010, in order for one gold ring to be created, 20 tons of cyanide from mining waste was created. A lake was contaminated by cyanide. A hole in the ground large enough to fit your local high school was left abandoned to make one gold ring. Hard rock mining, the mining used to mine gold, generates more toxic waste than any other industry in the United States, reports the Environmental Protection Agency 2009. In order for us to understand the true problem here, we must first look at the problems associated with gold mining and its destructive results. Then, view the causes behind gold mining, and finally, discover some solutions to end this abhorrent practice. In order for us to understand the problems associated with it, we must first look at the problems associated with it. Miners have been mining for gold for over 100 years, and that has reduced the amount of available gold on the Earth to specks instead of nuggets. And to get to these specks, miners have to use open pits and the poison cyanide. Time magazine on June 18, 2009 states that when mine waste mixes with oxygen and water, it then creates sulfuric acid. Open pits are destroying the land. Workers can excavate 500,000 tons of rock every day, and less than 1% of what is mined yields gold. The rest is waste. Once the land is raped of its riches, these pits are abandoned, and their waste, such as cyanide, mercury, and lead, are left in pools, a toilet. As environmental watchdog group No Dirty Gold refers to it, and is seeping into the ground or evaporating into the air. Because these pits are not being cleaned up, these chemicals are causing children to develop severe lung disease and lead poisoning, reports the previously stated Time magazine. Environmental documentary series EcoTrip, May 2009, states that in New Guinea, 20 tons of mining waste was left into a local environment, completely destroying it. This isn't just happening overseas. According to The Guardian, on January 2, 2010, the number 2 producer of gold in the entire world is the United States. Wildlife are not immune to this effect. According to Geographical magazine, March 2009, in Romania, 100,000 pounds of cyanide from gold mining was spilled into a lake, contaminating over 1 million fish. Spills like this are happening all over the world. Time magazine of April 18, 2009 states that gold mining is a major threat to the biodiversity and the forest frontier. The western half of New Guinea is home to the largest protected area in Southeast Asia. But right next door is the world's richest gold mine. That open pit dumps 110,000 pounds of mine waste a day into the local environment. By the time it shuts down, it will leave a 230 square kilometer hole in this forest. After looking at the problems associated with gold mining, we can now view the reasons why this is being allowed to continue. There are 3 main causes to dirty gold mining: outdated mining laws, the overconsumption of gold, and lack of awareness. Most current mining laws date back to the mid-1800s, when the government encouraged expansion into the West. For example, the General Mining Act of 1872 states that any citizen of the country can explore public domain land for valuable minerals. This leads to more than 76,000 new claims being made annually, allowing for near unregulated access for mining companies and their unethical practice. Our demand for gold is unrelenting. Beyond jewelry, most of today's uses for gold have only been discovered during the past 2 or 3 decades. Geology.com on January 2, 2010 states that this trend will likely continue as our society demands more sophisticated and reliable materials. Gold is used in electronics, such as the ABS system in your car, cell phones, computers, even the smoke detectors in your house. Additionally, the price of gold has risen from $400 an ounce in 2003 to around $1,000 today. People see gold as a secure investment in its unstable economic environment. Finally, most people don't know the true price of gold. We are unaware that 20 tons of mining waste goes into making one gold ring, and that mining waste creates sulfuric acid that is 300 times more concentrated than acid rain. We are oblivious to the fact that the companies that have produced our gold have left dangerous chemicals sitting in a pool that devastates the environment, and that when we buy gold, we pollute the earth. Additionally, we are not aware that there are options, and that we all have a right to understand the footprint left by mining gold. After looking at the problems associated with gold mining and the causes behind it, we can finally discover some solutions. Solutions can be found on 3 levels: through the government, mining companies, and us, as the consumers of gold. Clearly, the government needs to update its mining laws. Currently, the Hard Rock Mining and Reclamation Act of 2009 remains stalled in committee. This Senate bill, S-796, would require a permit for the exploration of public land and would essentially negate the General Mining Act of 1872. However, this only addresses one facet of the problem and ignores the destruction of land and use of dangerous chemicals. While the passage of this bill would be a step forward, the United States needs to lead the way to clean up gold mining worldwide. Next, mining companies need to clean up their act. According to Geographical Magazine, August 2009, the dangers of cyanide has caused the creation of the International Cyanide Management Bill for the management, transportation, and use of cyanide in gold mining. This bill will bring stricter, self-imposed rules regarding cyanide. Also, the No Dirty Gold organization has created the No Dirty Gold Golden Rules to help mining companies move into a non-hazardous future. It consists of 11 rules, ranging from simply respecting human rights to making sure that no project contaminates the earth. Mining companies need to sign and adopt these rules. Finally, we, as the consumers of gold, need to take action to end this atrocity. First, each of us must support our senator to support Senate Bill S-796 as the first step towards updating our mining laws. Next, ask questions when buying gold. There are companies such as Tiffany that sell clean, recycled gold. Ask the jeweler whether or not the gold they are selling is certified clean. If they can't answer positively to this question, we need to bring our money elsewhere. Because even though buying clean gold may cost you a little more, you will be saving thousands of lives and ensuring a cleaner environment. Each of us needs to go to nodirtygold.org and sign the No Dirty Gold Pledge. This pledge states that you want retailers to avoid gold that has been produced at the expense of the environment, communities, and workers, and that you demand that mining companies provide an alternative to dirty gold. Finally, recycle your unneeded gold. By doing this, you will be reducing the need for gold to be mined. With our recent economic downturn, hundreds of gold buying agencies have spurred up. Whether you mail your gold in or bring it to a local gold buying agency, these agencies will buy your gold, sell it to a local refinery, will be melted into bars, and reused. So not only are you recycling, but you're getting a little extra cash as well. Who knew that late-night infomercials would lead the charge towards saving the planet? This evening, we looked at the problems associated with gold mining. We then viewed the causes, and we finally discovered some solutions to end the human and environmental devastation. No Dirty Gold seems to get it right when they say, the more you know, the less gold flows. No gold ring is worth a human life.